Okay, so this morning I am going to Home Depot before all of my other meetings start to see if there's anyone in there who can help me figure out the wiring. I'm not necessarily looking for somebody to, actually help me with it or anything. I just want somebody to show me what wires I need, and I guess that's about it. But I'm still looking online and trying to find like a wiring instruction video, and I'm still not finding it. Everything I find is, alright, this is how you install the thing in the hole in the roof, and then, okay, so now I've wired it up, and then I'm gonna do the finishing touches. And like, I want that middle part that they keep skipping over. And even like the articles that I'm reading are like, and then you just wire it and you put the positive on the positive. And like, that might make a lot of sense to people who've done this before, but I've never done any kind of electrical work at all. So I really need like the dummy version of this. So anyway, you guys are going to come along and help me figure it out, I guess. Thanks. Okay, Home Depot trip number who knows what even more done. I'm going to connect these guys to these guys, and I need to fix this a little bit. You can see that the wires are coming out kind of on the wrong side of this plastic bit here, so I'm going to unscrew that, pull these around so that they go over here, and then wire the new ones to it, and then it'll probably just go over and over and then down, because the battery is down there somewhere. Come along! This will be my very first wiring experience ever, which is why I have tried so hard to find a proper tutorial on the YouTube and the internet, and it doesn't exist, so that's why it's taken me so long to do this, I guess. And I'm a little bit of a pansy about it, because I don't want to do it wrong, because I don't want to explode anything, and somehow that seems like it could happen. I don't know. So I've stripped the ends of the wires, and this is just black and white 12 gauge shredded wire from Home Depot. I got black and white to match the black and white that came with the fan. The black is positive, the white is negative. And now I'm going to attach them to these guys. This is the connector that came with the fan. They said to use it to connect the wires. The wires that I got from Home Depot just now are too big. They don't fit in that little hole in the middle. Luckily, the van had some extra of these hat-looking wire connectors, so I'm just going to go ahead and use those. I have just enough to make it work, I think. So I did the negative one already, kind of as practice before I do the positive one on video for you guys. So basically I stripped down the wires a little bit, and these wires came mostly pre-stripped. You put them together so they're all straight and real close. Then you take the hat and you put the hat, see there's a little hole in the middle of the hat. I hope it's not going to focus, but you can kind of see that silver bit. That's a little hole. So the wires go in there, and then you rotate clockwise until it's all really tight. Ooh! Okay, so I think that's tight enough. Now I need to run the wires along the wall, back and down to the battery. So I'm not too concerned with how the wiring is going to look right now because I'm going to insulate over all of this anyway, but there is wiring back here because of the lights and stuff. And this is just like some kind of carpet that has been glued to the fiberglass topper. So I'm just going to run this along here, but I am going to open up this little tiny shelf wall here and see if the wiring goes in there, if there's like space for me to put the wiring in there. And then I'm going to open up this through that screw back there and just kind of pull it open and see if I can like fish the wires down this way to put them underneath the bench where all the wiring is. So you can kind of see that if I knew how to angle this, you can kind of see that like here's where all the wires are and they're all coming through here and there's no wires in here, which makes a lot of sense because if I use this for storage, I'm not going to want stuff like grabbing the wires randomly. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can hide them a little bit just so that they don't get like randomly ripped out if I pull something out of this bench drawer. Change of plans. This board is like super duper screwed in here and I don't have the proper tools to take it off efficiently. So I can feel that there's a pocket. Here, let me see if I can show you. I can feel that there's like a pocket back here where like this part is glued in but this part isn't. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just like slice a little hole here and like string it over here. I'm still gonna take off this bit and see if I can like pull it out and what I can see. Alright, so the screws are off. Now let's see what we can see. I'm trying to be gentle because I'm worried about breaking it. I don't know why I'm worried about breaking it. Because when I insulate, this stuff's probably all going to come off anyway. Don't you think? So, I don't know if you can see if it might be too dark, but let me see if I can pull this out a little bit farther. Can you see that little wire there in the middle? 99% sure that's for my lights. So I can fish it down here somehow. Little hole sliced, wires mostly untangled and ready to fish. Hopefully it won't be that hard. We'll see. I did it. Well, I did the fishing part. I'm gonna tack this up here at some point, but I pushed all the wires through, and over here this screw was like already stripped. You know how I said earlier in the video that it wasn't going to happen because it just wasn't going to happen to take all of them off. But I was able to reach in there, reach right in, and grab them and pull them out. So now I need to figure out how to get them back behind this and down. Figure that out, and I will report back. Okay, so I think I figured it out, and it's not glamorous, and it's kind of ugly, and I might have broken something, who knows. But I want to show it because I want there to be answers. So basically, there's all this foam in here, and that little, this little white wire right over there is for my lights. So that's coming through. I found the hole that it's coming through, and I met my hands in the middle there, and I will figure out how to fish the new wires through that hole. Okay, so this has been a process so far, but I actually kind of feel like I'm finally getting somewhere with it, so I'm excited about that. But I fished the wires down there, and there's actually a hole you can kind of see underneath my inverter where all the other wires are coming. So I was able to get the wires through there. I pulled them through. I have them in my hand right here. And I'm going to hook the positive up to one of these. So you see that brown wire and that gray wire? Those are open fuses in my fuse box here. They're not currently being used, but they're there and they're open, and I'm going to hook the positive up to one of those, and then I'm going to cut the negative wire from the battery and hook the negative up to that. So wish me luck. Okay, I think I've procrastinated all I can on this part, so I'm going to take out all of the fuses, and right now there's just, the lights and the water pump, which is also broken and will need to be replaced in another video. But I'm going to take all the fuses out, I'm going to flip these guys just to be safe, and then I should be set to jet, and the power will be disconnected and I can wire it up without exploding anything. Okay, I wired the positive to the wire from fuse 1, and I spliced the negative with the negatives coming off the battery. I put a 10 amp fuse in the fuse area for 1, and now it is time to see if it works. Fingers crossed, everybody. Oh!